Hey everybody, Odin here. In this video, I want to address a very polarizing question I see anywhere FPS games are discussed. The question is Quake Champions any good? Well, what is good? If there is an objective way that this can be measured, how can it be that some players have different definitions of what makes a game good, which are completely opposite when compared to somebody else's opinion? It really doesn't matter because whatever the reasons are, not everyone will agree, and that's because the definition of a good game varies, ultimately making it completely subjective and individual to the gamer. So it should not be a shock that for me, Quake Champions is a great game and it's absolutely worth picking up and playing in 2021, but for a specific type of gamer. And to make that distinction is critical here, because if you don't possess a certain type of personality or perseverance for arena FPS shooters, then Quake just may not be for you, and that is okay, but that doesn't make it a bad game. Now here is where I think Quake gets unfairly criticized by modern gamers. Now I don't think the Quake franchise itself needs to be defended or really expanded upon that much. Everyone knows Quake, they know what it's all about, so I think there's something else happening here. In my opinion, there is a bigger, more important element, attached to this question. And as far as I can tell, judging the goodness of Quake Champions has essentially come down to a single question. The question is, can a new player install the game and within 5 minutes start fragging people like they would in Call of Duty or Battlefield, topping the leaderboards? The answer is not only a no, but an absolutely huge resounding no. In fact, it's just one of those questions where if you ask a Quake player that, they're just going to laugh at you. This may be immediately clear to Quake players, but explaining to the average Call of Duty player that, hey, it could take a couple of weeks before you even get a positive kill-death ratio on a match. It could even take a couple months before you can do it regularly, depending on how fast you can adapt to the arena FPS. They just don't get that. Now, there's a reason for that, okay? Because let's start from here. Sure, Quake looks simple at face value, right? Weapons are on the map. You spawn, you pick up the weapons, you move around, jumping around, and you frag players. Okay, cool, easy, not complicated in the slightest. But the beauty of that simplicity, lies in the details underneath. It's the actual gameplay, which is exactly where the deep complexity of Quake truly lives, and it's precisely, why so many players don't consider Quake Champions to be a good game. Because they can't immediately wreck players and top the leaderboards like in other games they play. Now, the reason for that, is that games like Call of Duty have conditioned modern players to expect great results right from the start with minimal effort put into the game. Instead of learning the game, now it's about abusing the system. Which perks can be used so you have a clear and total advantage over other players, or what's the best weapon class to use before it gets nerfed into the ground, or hey, where are the lines of sight on the map that I can abuse and camp for easy kills? So there's a difference in mentality here, and it's a completely different approach to the FPS genre, and in my opinion, it completely sets up the average modern gamer for complete failure when they try Quake Champions. What's worse, Call of Duty has even done away with kill streaks now. Remember kill streaks, right? You get 5, 6, 7, 8 kills in a row without dying, you get rewarded. Wow, they don't have those anymore. Now you have score streaks. All you need to do now is have a pulse, a warm body, play the game, and in a couple of minutes you'll get your score streak anyway. Every game you play. Now it gets worse because the expectations of the average gamer are so low that FPS games like Call of Duty have started to actively design for that type of gamer. Now they're implementing systems like the dynamic difficulty adjustment system that changes your experience based on how well you're doing in the game. Oh, you're getting too many kills, you're not dying enough? Well, we'll make you die in one shot. We'll change your aim. You're just not gonna have a good aim for this round. Oh, you know what? You had a nice 40 ping, we're gonna make that 90 now. Okay, that's not a conspiracy theory. Call of Duty YouTubers have found that evidence, and the dynamic difficulty adjustment system is patented technology with Activision's name on it. Now, I sort of got a little off tangent there, but like, Odin, what's the point? Well, think about it, okay? You take an average gamer who's used to that experience, who's been protected from ever meeting a great player or experiencing a total and complete ass whipping, and you put them in the Quake Champions, what's going to happen? Right, they're going to get absolutely pumped. For potentially the first time in their gaming life, they're going to come up against people who are breathing down their backs at every turn, moving around the map at incredible speed, fragging them over and over and over again, and these frags are always going to feel instantaneous, like, oh my god, they shoot me once and I die. Oh, this is going to be a shocking experience for them. You know, and because of that, a majority of modern gamers are going to quit and say the game sucks, or Quake Champions is just a bunch of hackers. All because companies are developing games like this, games like Call of Duty that are just protecting them at every single turn and, legitimately cutting better players off at the knees so they can't improve or be better or grow in the game. Now, the major downside, for everyone, as you can see, players just don't develop. They don't grow in any aspect, neither in the game, like I just said, or, maturity in real life. To take responsibility for a loss, or, hey, I missed that shot, or, now it's the game's fault. Lag, better weapon class, OP weapon, stuff like that. So, I mean, with all that being said, who is Quake Champions for? In my opinion, it's a really simple answer. Quake is for anybody who wants to feel the rush of success for overcoming a challenge. Okay, Quake's appeal, sure, it's fast, fast moving, lots of duels, shooting, fragging. That's all cool. But frankly, Quake's appeal comes from taking responsibility for your skills. The fact that you can decide, hey, I want to become better, and you can become better. Because if you're accepting that you lost or you need to work on a certain aspect of your gameplay, you can do that. The game is not holding you back. There is no dynamic difficulty adjustment skill matchmaking system that holds you back. The game is completely open. And if you're mature enough to reflect on yourself and what you can do better, you can legitimately grow. And that growth, there's literally no ceiling to it. Okay, the true addiction comes from self-improvement, where you can see that gradual climb in skill, where your weapon choices improve. You get better and better key mappings because you understand how your fingers work. Your movement becomes better, more fluid, and you ultimately become a harder target to frag, right? There's a real sense of pride when you get it in Quake, when the mechanics of crouch sliding, for example, when that clicks, and you can see your rocket accuracy increase because you become better at predicting patterns, jump arcs, or seeing how you're improving at your lightning gun tracking. I mean, and there's almost nothing more satisfying than hitting 5, 6, 7 rails in a row. It's truly a rush and a lot of fun, but it has to be earned through a bit of effort and perseverance in the beginning, and that's okay. Unfortunately, companies like Activision are creating games like Call of Duty that rob the modern gamer of that experience, that actual experience of success. But even the first time when you time an item on the map and you're able to get it 2 or 3 times in a row, that's great. It's a great feeling. And these feelings, these euphoric feelings of success and improvement are legitimately stripped away from the modern gamer, the one who plays Call of Duty. They're just, we'll play some zombies, try and get camos and headshots, where it's just the same thing all the time, and there's no real way to improve at what you're doing. So if you're tired of being treated like that, basically like a cash cow for huge companies who just want to keep you playing for as long as possible and spending as much money as possible in the DLC store, and you hate how you aren't allowed to take control, to take responsibility for your own improvement at the game, maybe you want to give Quake Champions a try. Now, if you go into it prepared to have to work at it a little bit and you understand that it's not all going to come to you within 5 minutes, you're going to be more accepting of the process. And I think Quake Champions will legitimately be a fun learning experience for you. You will learn, adapt, become successful, and then you'll get hooked on that feeling of self-improvement. And you probably won't even ever want to play Call of Duty ever again. Okay, guys, that's what I'm doing for this video. Please share it with your friends, especially if they're just complaining nonstop about the current state of Call of Duty. Let them know that there is an FPS alternative out there that won't hold them back, that'll let them grow, that'll let them feel the success of self-improvement. All right. Also, please subscribe, like, and hit the bell notification so you get notified about my next Quake video. All right, I'm out of here. Thanks a lot. Have a good one.